Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster situation playing as Hexawardle, where we'll be going up against the Jade Court. They've only got one army and it's mostly basic units, but the thing is, we've got basically nothing to work with here. So they're going to attack Maku Peaks, and all we've got is the garrison currently, and he has built the lower tier defensive structure, which will turn it into a minor settlement battle, but he says even when he recruits a lord and fights it, it's a decisive defeat in auto resolve. He actually showed me sent me a Word document with some images attached to it, and this is basically his attempt here. So it's clear that he recruited the Croxagore General, which there's one available, and this is his forces here attempting to beat it, and you can see here the balance of power. He held out for about 15 minutes by the look of it, and got a valiant defeat. So I need to do better than him. But on top of that, if we have a look at the battle difficulty here, he was playing without AI cheats, and I'm gonna get them to cheat, okay? So it'll be a little bit tougher for me than it will be for him. Now, on top of that, I don't think he prepared as much as he could. Whenever you're facing a potential siege, obviously building walls with defenses can help, but there's other things that you can do which he really didn't prepare for. Now, if we look at Lord Mazdamundi over here, there's no way for him to get over here, unless of course I use the movement exploit, which I refuse to use in these sort of situations here. But if we have a look at the army, he's got a lot of regiments of renown attached here. If even one of those units had been recruited for that army, he probably would have been able to win because it was so damn close. Now, if we disband any of these regiments of renown, it's going to take 10 turns before they're available again. And if we have a look at what's available, there's no available regiments of renown. But if we have a look at Mazdamundi, he's rank 17, and at rank 18, we get the Pehwak Sentinels, Pterodon Riders, right? So if we could somehow get Mazdamundi a level up, we would have access to a regiment of renown. It just so happens that Mazdamundi has an option to fight a battle over here. So let's immediately go and attack that. Okay, it's a Pyrrhic victory in auto resolve. This isn't the disaster situation here, but here's the thing we've got to keep in mind. If we fight this battle manually, there's a possibility I won't actually gain a full level up, just because a lot of these guys are peasants, and we don't have a ton of fast units in order to run them down. There's a good chance a lot of them are just going to run off the battlefield. If I don't get enough kills, we won't get the rank up. If I auto resolve it, two of these units are going to get wiped out, one of which is a regiment of renown. Don't think it's that big of a deal. You just recruit another one, and another one is a low tier Saurus warrior. Again, you could probably just replace it, no big deal, apart from the fact that it's got quite a bit of experience. So the main thing that we want to do here is auto resolve it so that we wipe out in its entirety that army. Plus, since we've used all of our movement to get here, we don't want this army here to get another reinforcing army come out of the fog of war and attack us over the end turn. If I pop down the Banner of Eternal Flame, I don't think it's going to do anything to auto-resolve here, but sometimes it can make a difference. Let me just see. Yeah, it's not going to make any difference here. That's fine. Just pop it on that one and then... Okay. Now, the main thing here is to get that rank up, which that should give him a whole level up. So let's have a look here. He was also quite low on funds, but now you've got a fair bit of replenishment that you need to do, but 6% is not too bad. I'll go with the money, because Lizardmen typically can replenish quite quickly. And Mazdamundi has reached rank 18. Now, he is unable to get over here, but now, because we've leveled him up, we've now got access to the Pehwak Sentinels. So, if I... Doesn't look like there was anything here that was going to counterattack. And plus, coming down here to attack these next turn could be good for you. So let's just put this one in Force March right here. And that way you get a bit of replenishment. You won't be able to recruit anything, but Mazdamundi's army is not the one that needs to prioritize replenishment. Now, at Maku Peaks, what are our options? Went with this Croxagore Ancient here, which I think is the right choice. If we have a look at these slans, we've got a choice between Heaven's Magic. They'll be rank 1, so that's going to give us... Well, it would be good to get some magic. We would only have access to Harmonic Convergence. And honestly, I would much rather have a Croxagore Ancient than a Slan Mage Priest with that particular spell, because it's just not that big of a deal. Then we've got the Slan Mage Priest of High Magic, so that I think will give us access to Apotheosis and possibly give us Soul Quench as well. We'll have about 50 winds of magic to use. That's definitely a better choice, especially in regard to the healing. So I'm leaning towards maybe going with that Slan Mage Priest. But again, I'm not entirely sure what spells they have. Yeah, they've got those two spells there. So we've got a bit of healing and Soul Quench. Now, the Slan Mage Priests, they have pretty high missile resistance. So it could be really good to use him to absorb loads of the archer ammunition that's coming in here, because one of the things that he complains about in the email is that they've just got too many archers. In fact, maybe I should read out the email, get some more context on the situation. So he says, Hi Legend, I can't win this battle. Outcome is decisive defeat. Tried it 3 times. Best I can do is valiant defeat. See attached picture, which I've shown you guys. Situation, full stack of Cathay moves against Maku Peaks, which has just a garrison army. I have some gold, but no regiment of renown. Some in other army, still early campaign. Now I can hire a lord to help. I have a couple of Slan mages, but the best outcome I have found is to go with the Croxagore Lord, mainly because they have a level 13 lord that just creams my army. I was able to kill the lord by holding him down with the spears and using the Croxagore, but a level 1 versus 13. The Croxagore nearly died like 4 times. First battle strategy, hold the center, hope they run out of arrows, and win in melee. That didn't go well. Second battle and third battle, leave 2 or 3 units, swords for shields and spears in the square. Rush everything out to the back to attack half the army. The enemy decides to attack from the front and back. I hope to wipe out the rear with minimal losses, though that doesn't happen as I plan. And I rush back to hold. Now I use the Skinks and some Saurus against the back units, because there's a lot of archers and Iron Hail gunners, and I kind of win. I use the Skinks to run off the routing units to ensure nothing comes back, but I take damage. It's a race against time to crush while I hold the middle as best I can. Ultimately, no matter how well I do, in the end, too many bleeping archers and they just shred my remains. Hope you can give it your best, and would be curious what difficulty you rank this. Okay, cool. So I've actually gone with the Slan over the Croxagore, but I can understand why you would want to go with the Croxagore. So he said that the Lord here is a bit of a problem, but I think with the high magic we can get a lot of value out of that. Because, yeah, we'll only have 45 reserves because it ticks off the moment the end turn happens. Now let's get some equipment. You've got the Helm of Draeska on Mazdamundi. I don't want to risk him potentially getting wounded over this turn here, so I'm going to take it off him for this. Let's go with melee defense or armor of silvered steel. We don't really have amazing options here. I'm not going to fuse any of his items. I mean, 20 armor isn't going to provide that much protection, but it's only basic archers, so if we're going to use him to absorb as much damage as possible, that armor is better than the other options. We don't really want him to be in melee, so we're not going to go with that option. They don't have a spellcaster, so that doesn't matter. As for the melee weapon, I don't think it really matters that much. Just might as well put on whatever we can onto this guy, since I can't put on anyone else for this particular battle. Shrieking Blade, no, we don't need that. Although Fear and Terror could be useful, he doesn't have that by default. We could use him to scare away at the other units. Because if we have a look at Maku Peaks, nothing has Fear and Terror, so that could be handy, especially since I gave them a whole bunch of cheats. So that actually might be a better option. That way we can at least scare them off. Then we've got Talisman of Preservation. Yep, that's a no-brainer. Then we've got Potion of Toughness, which we don't really need if we're using magic for healing, but we don't have tons of magic. Yeah, go with this one here, because that's not going to do anything when we're losing Winds of Magic. Vanguard deployment doesn't matter. Alright, we'll take a Potion of Toughness, and let's have a look at ancillaries. So take a Banner of Swiftness, take this one here. What else have we got? That's on... Yeah, you can actually have this one attached to a hero, and it will apply to the army. So it's good that he's got it on that one there. We'll grab this one here. I don't think it's going to do much. Well, it's not going to help us in the battle, but maybe afterwards. Because we'll need to run them down afterwards and finish them off, so we'll have to recruit something as well. Leadership when fighting against humans, that's only going to apply to him, not his entire army. Zote Servant, post-battle chance of stealing a magic item. Let's give it a shot. Okay, and then the Regiment of Now, chuck that in there. Now, another thing that we can do is use the Rite of Sotek, so that it gives us melee attack for skink units, weapon strength, missile strength for skink and pterodon units. That one there is specifically going to be handy for the Regiment of Now we just recruited. Could get a Rite of Primeval Glory army, which will show up at the capital, I think, but I don't think it'd be able... It's still too expensive to do that, I think. Let's go with the Rite of Sotek. Okay, so we prepared a little bit more than what he prepared. And we've got to level up for Mazdamundi here, but I'll leave that for him to decide what he wants to do with it. And also that other hero. Alright, let's jump in now and see how much of a difference I made. But yeah, if he hadn't recruited all those regiments of renown, they'd be available for this army. So it's still a decisive defeat in auto-resolve. Everything max battle difficulty, so it didn't make any difference to auto-resolve. Yeah, that's a lot of archers, for sure. So, alright, we'll go with this here, and I'll put the flame thing on him, because none of them are weak against, weak or strong against flame, but it will provide a small amount of weapon strength. Let's, actually no, you know what? I'm going to apply the banner on the garrison unit, because I know how to do that. That way we can move it around a lot quicker. Alright, and let's see how we go. Alright, so I've got one additional unit than what he had, but these guys are going to be stronger. They're going to have more leadership, and they're going to have better combat stats. Because, yeah, I definitely don't disagree with what he said about the Kroxigor general. I was definitely leaning towards doing that. But it's not like these Slan can't fight in melee, and we really could absorb a lot of this ammo here just while our other guys are fighting. I mean, ideally it would be good to kill them, but we just don't have that many fast units. That's the problem there. Alright, control group 1, control group 2 for them. Okay, also these ones have a pretty good bomb to drop. And they should have pretty decent missile resistance. Yeah, this should be okay. Alright, so let's see. Bouncer power is not horrendous, but still bad. Alright. Let's see how we're going to do this. We don't have to hold on to the center. He said that that's what he tried to do. Leave a couple of units here and hold the center. I think it'd be good if we had towers working for us. So this must be what he went out and attacked, beat them, and then rushed back in. They don't have any particularly fast units. So let's see. Which position should we try to hold? This one here could be alright. Alright, don't worry about the center here. The problem is that it does provide us with a pretty good stat debuff. A stat buff for our units. But that means I gotta leave. It's just gonna be harder to get back over there to defend it. And there's no tower positions there. So sometimes you just gotta make sacrifices. But I do agree with his assessment of coming out over here and smashing them. Don't just wait for them to come out. Because we don't have a whole lot of supplies. We're not gonna be able to rely on them too heavily. Alright, we'll bring out the Slan. And there's also a lot of missile units here as well. Alright, we want all the Saurus units to come in together. Probably where they're going to have the least amount of armor piercing, so this way here. Okay, they'll go out that way, and all the skinks. Right, oh, hang on, there's Saurus Warriors as well. Okay, I'll bring them out here, along with these. And I'll put the shielded skinks here to try to absorb the damage from them, and also with this guy here. So he'll go up there as well. Then these ones... Yeah, come around over... Hang on, should I harass them out this way? No, what about this guy? How are we going to get rid of him? So he's got a little bit of ward save. He's not able to capture anything, though. So I guess we don't need to worry about him too much. Yeah, let's just go out here, kill them, and... Alright, how can we go about delaying them? Unfortunately, we can't put barricades in these positions here, so that's not going to block them. We could put a barricade here and here, which will delay them from coming in this way a little bit. Just a little bit. Which is better than nothing. Could also use it to absorb some of their ammo. Alright, we'll put actual blockers there. If we're lucky, they'll use their archer ammo on it. I've definitely seen them do that. And yeah, we'll just try to block off these... Actually, no. Let's use regular... No. Stick with these, because they'll be the first to fall. They definitely will send some guys around over here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to try to block off this position here, just to delay them as long as possible. Because, yeah, if we lose all of these positions here, then we lose. Alright, let's get into it. We got to move as quickly as we can. Let's go. Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with using some damage-dealing spells. Yep, go in over this way. These ones here go around here. I want them to sort of run circles around them if possible. And the good news is we can actually heal our Pterodon Riders, so that's good. Yeah, those bombs are pretty damn good. So we're already getting a fair bit of value out of Out of that, what are you doing? Get in over here. Right, just go into melee with them. We can definitely beat them in melee. Got rocks on these ones as well. Get them pinned down if we can. Okay, go into melee with those peasant archers because I reckon we'll break them pretty quickly there. That's fine there, don't worry about that. Okay, get over... Yep, get around over here. Alright. I don't think healing the skinks is actually all that bad of an idea. Let's do that. So the reason why we're trying to get into melee with them here rather than shoot them is because our melee capabilities are way better than these peasant archers. Okay, so we can see here that they are slowly making their way through. We'll put in some small blockers there. This is working out over here. Good. Alright, you come around over here, hit that in the rear, because that's mainly just slowing us down. Our skinks will catch them. We're beating them here pretty damn well, I think. You need to escort them off the battlefield. As much as we need to go kill the other army, we can't have these guys just rallying and coming back, or else, like he said in the email, and I agree with his assessment, I think he did a great job with what he had. But we just found a different way of going about it. Okay, there we go. Don't worry about using their ammo, just make these guys break. Alright, we don't have a hell of a lot of magic. Okay, we got that pincered. Just get that one off the battlefield. Good, that one's gone. Shattered, good enough. We've got to keep in mind, though, that we do need to deal with them after this. Oh, I forgot to recruit. Oh, well. Alright, so they've... Oh, that's actually not... Oh, that's a silly place for the barricade, then. Well, it did delay them. Let's try this. Because now they're coming back around this way. Otherwise, we would have just gone straight this way in the first place. Alright, that's going fine. Make sure you turn them into mincemeat. Okay, our guys here are done. How fast are they compared to the Celestial General? They're comparable speeds. Okay, get over here. Shatter that one if you can, because it will definitely rally otherwise. Yeah, I think that Rite of Sotek has really come in handy. Well, there is a Jade Warrior here. We're struggling with that one a little bit. It's quite possible that the Skinks will be more valuable than the Saurus Warriors here, just because of the buff that we gave them. Okay, you got to make sure that they shatter. Okay, that one shattered. Cool. Alright, let's get back over to this position here. Look at that, they haven't managed to capture this yet. I thought they'd have done that by now. Alright. Alright. Alright, that's shattered. Good. How are we going here? Alright, there's a couple of missile units over here. We should get the Pterodon Riders to go and just go into melee and beat them. Okay, so it's this Jade Warrior here. Okay, just leave a single skink unit to deal with it. The rest of us go over here and let's go deal with them. Alright, let's start getting a basic tower built here. If nothing else, it could be useful to absorb some damage from their archers. They might shoot at it, although we've seen so far that that's not what they've been focusing on. Need you to make sure this one here doesn't come back. You can actually just shoot at that one, that's fine. So far the damage we've taken is not severe, actually quite minor. Alright, now, if we're going to do some healing, let's pop down that Saurus Warrior. Okay, so it's just changed to our music, so the bouncer power may actually be, it's pretty much even now. Alright, yeah, look, that's getting shot at. While they're focusing on that, we're going to lose a bit of our stats, but that's okay. We're going to hold on to that position. That seems like that's going to happen. We're going to lose this one here, but we'll take it back. We've only got 1 point left, so we have to hold this one for dear life now. So that one's gone. So yeah, all of those barricades there were just meant to delay them. Hopefully that did. Alright, we need a tower here. I'd love to build some higher tier towers, but here's what it is. With their archers here, once again, send the skinks with javelin just into melee. Don't worry about anything else. They're not actually really shooting at our slan over here. This looks pretty good. Although they're sending some reinforcements. Okay, we need to get out of that actually. That's not going quite as well as the other fights. Because we would have had a bit of a charge bonus, and we would have lost it by now. If I can, I'll try to get that one healed. Alright, he said that this guy here was particularly tough. So we should probably get another Saurus Warrior over here. I mean, he's not able to cap the points. Alright, get these back over here as well. Good, we've recapped that position. So if the other one falls, no big deal. I'll try to get back over here if possible. Ah, damn it, we're losing entities because they just get stuck. So this here, hopefully that's doing, yeah, it's doing a tiny little bit of damage to them. But yeah, this guy here is very bloody tanky, very bloody strong. And that's why he said he needed the what's it called? Need to get over here, capture this. Just send the slan after this one. Actually, I'll pop. Oh, look, it's changed music again. Probably because we lost the stat buff. Okay. If we could get this one over here, give it a little bit of a heal. If it wants to shoot at the slan, that's fine. Good, we got into melee with them. That's great. How are we going over here? Alright, let's move this one over this way here a little bit. Just because we're in full line of getting shot there. So that's not ideal for us. Okay, running out of ammo on this one, but it's done a lot of damage. Alright, I want to put a heal on that. Because it has proven to be pretty effective in melee against these archers. Watch out, watch out, watch out. They're going to shoot at us, so we don't want that. Especially because we're out of ammo there. Oh, that's another thing, is that because we lost this, that might be why our pterodons weren't doing quite as well. Plus, we did bomb these other ones over here. And they came in. Alright, hopefully their archers will pick a different target, maybe. But they're not capping this just yet. Good, we're getting rid of that. And we've got more reinforcements on the way here. And the slan, yep, you just keep that one busy. We're recapping that, that's good. Okay, we gotta deal with those iron hail gunners because they're about to shoot into our poor slanny boys. If we can get them to turn around just so... Hang on. I need to get these ones over here as quickly as we possibly can. Yeah, you get up this way. Don't worry about this capture point here. That's not that important. So is that one even shooting? Get these guys over here. We've got to get rid of the iron hail gunners because they do loads of damage. Right, go fight that one in melee. Actually, just heal the slan. Just give us a tiny little bit of extra bounce of power. Okay, you go and capture this position. Actually, no. We're okay for that stuff. Run that one down. Good, we got to them here. Okay, we need some more guys over this way. Okay, just could you reorganize a bit? Did this one end up doing a lot of damage? Yeah, it did alright damage. Got more Jade Warriors coming in over here. I would like to heal this Pterodon Rider as well. Now that we've got our other troops here, let's send it over here to help out the slan. Get that in there. Yeah, that Celestial Dragon General is very bloody strong. Alright, anyone left over? So that one's coming back in. Good, we prevented that from being captured. That's good. This one ran out of ammo, just chuck it in there. Okay, good, that one's shattered. And that'll definitely get wiped out. We've got these guys around over here. It'd be good to get rid of them. Okay, so that's broken. And you heal this one. Oh yeah, we've also got the Potion of Toughness, which... Probably should have done that instead of healed him with the Apotheosis before. Alright, let's get the slan over here to help out. So if we have a look here, he's gotten 176 kills. Like, obviously he's not involved with killing the general. But I think the slan was more useful. Overall. Yeah, make sure that one doesn't come back. Bit of a fight going on over here, and... Yeah, just got to get around over here to stop this one here from shooting at us. Alright, look, it's fine if that one rallies. I just need some more assistance with this one in particular. Don't have any reserves anywhere else, do I? It's good that we got this back for the extra melee defense. Alright, because we've got way more skinks than their peasant archers, and our skinks are a bit tired, and there's a fresh, we'll shoot at them. Plus we got shields anyway. Come on, hurry up, get in there. Alright, so these ones over here, let's heal the Saurus warriors there. And try to get into the back of these Jade warriors and shoot the last of our ammo into that. And there we go, we got him. So we've army lost them, but we didn't kill this general here, and we still have to mop up the rest. And like I said, I forgot to actually recruit some additional units, because otherwise we've only got these two here for the next battle. And that guy there in particular is very bloody strong, and I'm not sure if this by itself is going to be enough. I'll pause the recording as I run them down, and we'll see how many I can manage to kill before they leave the battlefield. Okay, I ran down as much as I could. I think a Jade Warrior unit got away. I tried to target it with the Skinks, but they were trying to chase after like a single Jade Warrior that was like hanging at the back here, and the majority of the unit just ran away, and I couldn't get them to target it properly, so it's annoying when that happens, but it is what it is. And these ones here, they chased after the general to try to kill him, but we didn't get him. So I'm pretty sure they've got 2 units remaining. So that went well. There's no damage on our main army, because obviously I used the Potion of Toughness. Oh, no, they're going to have a little bit more than 2 units. Yeah, this is one here. Basically full strength. So if we've only got these 2 for the next fight, I really should have recruited another unit. Obviously, it wouldn't be available for this this battle here, but just for the next turn. So they're going to have 4. Don't need replenishment. We'll take the money. And where did he even go? Because, yeah, it would have been good to kill him. Oh, wow, he ran all the way back here. Jeez, that's a long distance. Well, yeah, you're definitely not going to be able to catch him this turn. And unfortunately, even though he lost the battle, he is going to be a little bit stronger next time. That being said, so will you be. I don't think he's coming back here in the next 4 turns, so you'll have those defenses built. And also they'll retain whatever experience they had. And you've got the Rite of Sotek for the next 14 turns. I think that made a huge difference, because the Skinks were really valuable in that battle. And then this guy here, you know, at level 3, you could make him slightly better of a spellcaster. Could be an idea as well to keep him here and put him into channeling stance so that he'll have more winds of magic. Not that I was in any danger of running out. Or you could recruit some more units. But overall, I don't think these guys are coming back anytime soon. If we have a look at Peihuax, you did just capture that, so it is kind of more likely that they're going to go over here. But you've got another army this way that you can come over here and defend it. The kind of units that they could recruit over here actually could be a bit of a concern. So, yeah, you're not out of the woods with that particular force here, but if you combine these 2 here, so if you put this one roughly about here, get them somewhat close by, just recruit as much as you can, and then send them in together at the same time, you should be able to overcome it, especially when you've got Mazda Mundi here. Yeah, I would have gone for the High Sentinel first if we could have reached it, but we can reach the Floating Pyramid. Don't use them in a defensive position. If we have a look at their forces, you can get a peace treaty, but based on that, they must have a hidden army somewhere. So he's got 6 settlements. So Yuan Bo's army is probably over here. Just the thing to keep in mind, because of that auto resolve that we did, this army is going to need some time to replenish. But another thing is that I guess you could send all 3... Actually, once you send this army to Peihuax, send Lord Mazdamundi over to here to stop them before they recruit, and have this one here back it up. Because, yeah, you can get him to maybe sit in Peihuax just for the turn. That way you get more replenishment. I wouldn't worry about this one coming up this way. While it would be good to hit them here, it's probably better to take the Shrine of Sotek and then sail over to the Isle of the Crimson Skull and take it there before they put an army in there, although they've got a lot of garrison in there. It's entirely up to you which way you go about it. You've got a lot of different options. You've got a decent amount of money, and at least you haven't lost a settlement that you were investing a fair bit into. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. I think the main takeaway from this is, and I say this all the damn time, as much as you might like the Regiments of Renown in your armies, they're the only units in the game, well, for the Lisbon at least. Well, actually, no, that's not entirely true. I was going to say, the only units you can recruit instantly, but you could also get Blessed units to have as emergency units as well. But I actually do usually put Blessed units in my main armies, just because they are so much better. But yeah, having your Regiments of Renown readily available whenever an emergency shows up, he would have been able to handle that himself. He only needed one unit, and he could have done it himself. And, of course, we need to put the battle difficulty back to where it was. Although, I don't think that really seemed to make much of a difference. I think the Rite of Sotek basically would just neutralize that. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.